Power is how quickly you do work. The equation is going to be P for power equals W, which is our work, over time. Now power is measured in watts, which is the number of joules used every second. Joules is a measure of energy. Work is going to be force times displacement, but the only way you do work is if the force and the displacement are in the same direction. So for work to be done, I need to push something to the right and it has to move to the right. Or I have to push something up and it has to move up. Those are all examples of me doing work on an object. If I'm trying to push something up and it's going down, that is not me doing work on an object. So there's the other way to think about this is there's a positive energy gain. If I push something and it moves in the same direction, for either one of these, the object gains energy. Now let's say there's a problem where they want to know how long it would take to lift a 100 Newton object, let's say 10 meters up. So these are both in the same direction. The object's gaining energy, so we're doing work on the object, so that's good. We would need to know the power of our engine. Let's just say it's 1,000 watts. So where do we start? We want an equation that has time in it. And the only energy equation that has time in it is the power equation. So we are going to start with that. Power equals work over time. Now we know power is 1,000. We know T is what we're looking for. We need to do a little equation here and find work. So we'll do that down here. Work equals force times displacement, which is going to be the force, which is 100, times 10. We are going to get 1,000 joules. It's also measured in Newton meters. They're interchangeable. If it's asking for energy, I typically leave it in joules. If it's asking for work, I typically write it in Newton meters, but they're interchangeable. It's not going to matter. So now that we know work is 1,000, we can go back to our power equals work over time and plug in our numbers. We know the power of our engine is 1,000 watts. We know the work we did is also 1,000, and then we're looking for T. And we're going to solve this by multiplying both sides by T, which will cancel out on that side. We'll get T times 1,000 on this side, divide both sides by 1,000 to cancel out. 1,000 divided by 1,000, T is going to equal 1 second. So this engine, this 1,000 watt engine, is going to take 1 second to lift 100 newtons 10 meters.